Let's talk about how to start a trash pickup business. We are speaking about garbage collection here or waste collection business. So here's an overview I want you to really pay attention to. When you think about garbage collection, you are looking at 50 to 75 billion dollars every single year. I mean, this is a big industry that's been growing like crazy for the last 5 to 10 years. So you have a lot of opportunities when you're thinking about starting a waste disposal business. The thing is that you need to understand that this is an industry that's constantly been challenged by some factors. And first of all, you have strict business regulations. You have high startup and operational costs. You have increasing competition. You have inefficient business operations. So as you are actually embarking on this trip to actually open a trash pickup business, you need to understand that this industry is highly regulated. Okay, there are lots of regulations on waste management as governments around the world wants to be more aware of their waste. So not only in the states here, but we also have like if you go to Canada, for instance, you have similar regulations. Okay, and it's all about like everything revolves around hazmat. So you want to think about hazmat and also collections that revolves around healthcare facilities, among other things. And also, you have to account for high startup and operational cost in terms of, let's say, think about like software, for instance, but also the cars, not the cars, the vehicles you have to actually buy because you need special trucks to collect waste. You need to also think about the staff you need to hire. And there is increasing competition, especially in big cities like LA or New York or Chicago. You have a lot of competition. Now, if you are in a smaller city, you may have like less competition, but it's always about having efficient business operations. It's all about really automating things that need to be to automate. But long story short, waste management business is a profitable business. It's a really profitable business. You just have to set things up the right way. And depending on your specialization and services, the cost to start a waste management company can vary greatly. And so regardless of the specialization that you choose, it's going to be expensive business when it comes to things like the truck, for instance, when it comes to the software you need to run everything, to run the routes, to run the task allocation to your staff. Boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. Let me give you now the steps that you need to follow if you are trying to really let's say, start a waste collection business. First of all, you need to choose a waste industry sector. So when we talk about the waste business in general, you got to be specific, okay? Because different industries require different types of waste management. Some of these industries are medical, construction, electronic, green, animal, pet, industrial, and nuclear. So when we talk about medical, for instance, you have waste from healthcare facilities such as nursing facilities, dental offices, hospitals, and vet clinics. For construction, you have waste generated by like construction sites, often containing hazmats such as paint, asbestos. You have plaster and other elements that require specialized removal. And electronic waste is also important because discarded electronic devices such as household appliances, lamps, toys, computers, medical devices, batteries, they all need to be recycled and to be disposed of. And you also have organic waste when it comes to green. This can actually be composted, such as garden and yard clippings. You also have industrial, so material waste from factories, mines, and mills. And those are oftentimes hazmats, and they require specialized removal. Okay, and also this is important. And so first thing first, you need to pick a specialization so that you are basically like you have to niche down, and then you have to analyze the market. So analyzing the market not only allows you to check for competition, but also allows you to do what? To spot the market gaps. Because if there are market gaps, there's an opportunity for you to invest. So when you spot any market gap, this allows you to target your services to the audience in a much better manner, and get you more clients than you want that want the market gap resolved, right? It's all about having a pain point resolved. It's all about you bringing a solution to the market. And it's one of those things where you have to be clear. So, okay, Go back again and look at the niches: medical, construction, electronic, green, animal, pets, industrial, nuclear, whatever really rocks your boat. Go with one and do extra research on that sector. Plus, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about how to start a waste collection business. The next thing you want to do here is to craft a simple business plan. So basically, the business plan should be based on the niche that you identify in the earlier step. Okay, and every business needs to start with a solid business plan. And so you want to sit down and you want to write out your goals and plans. You can actually so this will save you a lot of frustrations down the road. Okay, and so and the cool thing is you also have a document that you can reference to make sure your business is on track and heading in the right direction as it grows, right? So some questions you want to consider when crafting your waste management business plan: how is your business structure? Is it a sole proprietorship, a partnership, an LLC, incorporated? What do you want to have? Okay, what are the tangible goals and objectives that your waste management business wants to pursue? Who is your target customer, and what specific problem are you helping them solve? Do you have any competitor in your particular industry? How is your service different or better? And what does your pricing look like in comparison with other waste collection and management businesses? Okay, and how will you market and grow your business? And what do your startup costs look like? So you got to have a clear idea about those things, because they will help you actually like start paying attention to your budget, to your business budget from the get-go. Step number 3, you actually need to register your business and obtain the proper permits. So once you have chosen your industry and written up a business plan, it's time to make your waste management business official. So you want to check your state and local government regulations to see which permits you'll need to operate your waste collection business on both a legal and operational level. So depending on the structure of your business, you may first need to register your business with the local, state, and federal government. At the very least, you will need to obtain an employer identification number, an EIN, from the IRS to keep track of tax information. Then you need to also consult your local and state environmental and waste industries for what permits you might need to transport waste and use the appropriate landfills and waste management facilities. Okay, this is kind of important. And let me give you an example. California, for example, requires medical waste transporters to register with the California Department of Public Health, obtain a hazardous waste registration certificate, and carry liability insurance. Okay, and on the other side of the country, New York requires construction debris haulers to obtain a license from the city and a waste transporter permit from the state. They also need to obtain a registration for the removal of construction and demolition debris. So don't make the mistake of skipping this critical step, because the quickest way to send your new business to the dump is to running illegally. Next thing you want to do is, if you want to actually start a waste collection business, you need to purchase the necessary equipment. And we're not just talking about the truck only, okay? You don't need to own a huge trash truck to run a successful waste collection business. As long as you have a mid to full size van or pickup truck, you are in business. However, depending on the industry you choose or the industry you want to serve, consider additional equipment to help you easily and safely get the job done. It's all about getting the job done in safety, though. So let me give you a quick list of some additional gear you may want to invest in before you start. You want to have like heavy duty gloves, safety glasses, earplugs, masks, respirators. You want to think about shovels, rakes, hand saws, brooms, and dustpans. You want to have trash bags and cans, dumpster and compactor, cleaning and sanitation equipment, and a vehicle maintenance kit. Because the last thing you want is to get your pickup site and not to actually get to a pickup site and not have the right gear on hand. Always take an inventory of what each route or work site will require, then plan accordingly. The next thing you want to do, this is step number 5, you want to look for investments. So after analyzing the market, and waste management businesses are quick to look for investments, because the waste management industry is one of the most capital intensive businesses. Okay, so when you have investors on board, your waste collection business can quickly level up its operational efficiency. And so these investments can be diverted to either the acquisition of better equipment or talent for the company to either meet or exceed local regulations. It can also be diverted to marketing to gain more clients, or a software solution that boosts operational efficiency for your business, for your waste management business. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about how to start a waste collection business. Number 6, you want to advertise your waste collection business. So the thing is that if you don't have customers, your waste management business will stay in the dumps, right? Literally. So you want to grow your customer base with a solid online presence and in-person networking. And so when we talk about building a solid online presence, we're talking about your website, for instance, your Google My Business listing, your social media platforms, your paid advertising. Those are critical for your business success. And so when we talk about you actually building out a solid online presence, you want to use a website builder like Wix or GoDaddy builder, or you want to use you can use also like it really doesn't matter. But what you want to do is you want to really quickly create a professional website without having to hire a web designer or know a bit of code. And then you want to set up a Google My Business page and to place your business on the map and show up in local online search listings. Remember to keep your name, address, and phone number consistent on all your digital platforms. You want to create a Facebook business page to start building a professional vibe around your business. And finally, consider using paid advertising like Google Ads and Facebook Ads to quickly get your new waste collection business in front of relevant audiences. So you want to build a solid online presence, but you also want to shake hands with customers and local businesses. So in-person networking is really a surefire way to drum up business for your new waste management business. And you want to pay attention to things like you want to design business cards and flyers that you can hand out to prospective customers whenever you get the chance. Then, depending on the industry you chose earlier, you want to target local businesses that would benefit from your services and connect with them in person as well. So even if those businesses don't hire you now, leaving a personal positive impression will put you at the top of their minds in the future. It's all about building a relationship first and then parlaying that relationship into business revenue. Okay, so take the time to actually network with folks. Don't just spend your time managing your waste management business. No, you gotta really build relationships also. The next thing you want to do here is to plan the most efficient routes for your waste collection team, right? I mean, obviously you are going to hire great folks, competent folks, but if you don't give them like the tools that they need to actually perform, you are really wasting a lot of cash. And the thing is that, as you look at the maps to figure out the most efficient route for waste pickups and landfill runs, you must start scratching your head, wondering which route is the best. Plus, every new customer who signs up means you have to revisit the map and rework the route. So why not let software plan out the perfect route instead, okay? And basically what you want to do is you want to have software that addresses all the gaps and instantly receive the most time and cost-effective pickup and drop-off routes for you and your entire team. And by implementing route optimization software into your operations early on, you are all set to expand and scale your business. And with route optimization software, you can route hundreds of stops for a large fleet without spending much more time planning. And this is kind of important, okay? And it's one of those things where you have to really understand what's really important for you. Where does your team usually spend time, okay? And it's all about having like you want to have the best itineraries for your team. You want to have proof of service, which really let drivers take and upload on-site photos of finished jobs, for instance. You want to have a last-minute change functions that let you seamlessly add or subtract addresses and instantly update your routes. So this is kind of cool. Next thing you want to do is you want to hire a qualified staff, okay? And it's one of those things that you need to understand. Since there are so many rules and regulations that affect a waste management company, it becomes increasingly important to hire qualified staff to handle operations. So hiring such quality staff will ensure that you comply with the regulations posed on waste management waste removal operations. And employees are also the primary link between your business and your customers. So hiring the right employees will also result in better customer experiences. And that's what you need anyway. They might also be able to conduct faster operations, allowing you to cater to more customers with the same resources. Number nine, you want to market your business, right? Earlier, I was just talking to you about Google My Business and websites. Now you have to start doing a little bit of advertising. Business promotion is very overlooked in this line of work, though it's of paramount importance in the modern digital world for a bigger customer base. It's all about you increasing your waste management business base. So advertising your waste services is actually the best way to gain new clients as fast as possible. Some waste management companies have been able to attract new clients from the most remote regions thanks to a good marketing. And marketing also allows you to reach out to a wider audience and allows customers to find your business quite easily. Okay, and of course, in this continuum, for instance, Google My Business plays a great part here. And so, number 10, what you want to do is you want to also implement innovative ideas. It's all about innovation, okay? If you want to actually start a profitable waste management business, you have to constantly innovate. You have to constantly look at what's really happening here, how you can change things, how you can improve things. And clients will actually see innovation is actually a win-win for both you and your clients. It's great for you because you're actually instilling, I would say, efficiency into the whole process. But so which means what? It means that you are saving money, you are doing tasks faster, and you can actually get more clients for you also. So the thing is that you need to understand that for you to actually implement innovative ideas, you need to really make sure that you're communicating with the clients also. So the clients also wants to be able to communicate to you all the innovation they can think of so that you can actually you can actually collect their waste, their waste in time. Okay. And when we talk about innovation, it can be as simple or sophisticated depending upon your budget, but it can be as simple as making current processes more efficient. And such innovation will allow you to not only market your services better to your customers, but also to competitively price yourself. And competition is one of the biggest challenges in this industry. And it's best to really get an advantage over your competition for that reason, okay? And again, anything you can say, you can even take software to sort of help you out. This really great. So long story short, for you to have a great garbage collection business, you need to follow the 10 steps that I just gave you in and out. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. Let's do a quick recap of today's conversation. So I was just sharing with you how to start a trash pickup business. I gave you the overview, and then I gave you all the steps you need to really follow to really make a successful trash pickup business. Choose a waste industry sector. Craft a simple business plan. You want to register your business and obtain the proper permits. You want to purchase the necessary equipment. You want to really you want to look for investments. You want to advertise your waste collection business. You want to plan the most efficient routes for your waste collection team. You really want to really hire qualified staff. You want to market your business. And you want to implement innovative ideas. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.